Turn 3. So we got a message from Belarus. Oh, this is got the Brexit thing. And he looks like he is Donald Trump, the heroic godlike figure. Alright, Ashdod, jet fuel, melt steel flesh, monoliths, the refined commander, blah blah blah. And I got some combat, so hopefully I didn't lose anything. So, similar, 3 bearmen, and some dumb bear tribe guys. And that's it. So that's actually really dangerous, because if those tangle vines land, I'd be in deep shit. So that's it, no loss. This one is going to be horse tribe, so this is actually more tenuous, because these guys are relatively powerful. They've got lances and stuff. And it's just the same normal horse tribe. My Zots are probably going to rout. Come on, guys, rout, please. Run. Thank you. So they're actually... I'll kind of go over their stats real fast. Okay. So if you look at their stats, their only weakness really is the 10 morale, but the 16 defense and a buckler, so they're actually relatively tough. And they do have that light lance, so that first hit's going to hurt. Anyway, so they're gone. I lost 12 bats and 3 little froggies, which is fine. And what are we going to go this way? And I got my freaking mercs. Very nice. Huge great bears, team towering, blah blah blah. So we're going to... Let's decide what we're going to do here. Oh. Forest warriors and foresters. So those are actually pretty nasty. The forest warriors are EA ohm guys, and they dual wield axes. So they will hurt. And there's a lot of them. Wolf tribe archers, wolf tribe warriors, and wolves. So wolf tribe gets wolves. And we got some Amazons. Amazons are cool. I will definitely be using that. And I've got a throne visible. Horse tribe cavalries and Illithid soldiers. 3 Illithid lords. And I'm assuming some star spawn. So that's going to be pretty gross. We're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Not for a while. Now we're going to go over here. And we're going to just do this. Hold attack close. So I don't want to go into attack rear because I don't want my guys to get into the mages, because the mages are going to vine arrow and tangle vines my guys to death. So we're just going to let them, hopefully let the bear tribe and the other little guys run closer before I engage. So they should clear that. And what do we have here? Heat and magic. Pretenders of the world. Who else is going to be heat and magic? Satis. Or Sati, or however you want to pronounce it. These guys, I would Breck. Could also be an Agartha, or Tinchi, or a couple of these guys, actually. Or Ashdod. Ashdod would suck. They kind of own bats. Although I would probably just bluster at him and make him leave me alone. Because although they do own bats, he does have to defend, and it's hard to defend lots of places at once. As anyone, really. Okay, so I got 25 bats here. That works. And I've got... I think I'll leave this for later, because I want to get over here before someone else does. So we're going to go over here, and this is another heat. Oh, it's summer. Duh. So yeah, the heat is actually summer related. So he's actually, it's just magic. And I don't know what that candle is. Okay, so they're going to go over here. We're going to do the same thing. And wolf tribe, I'll probably move this stuff back. So we're going to go like this. And like so. So hopefully I win that. Kind of depends on the ratio of the archers, and it looks like it could be lots of them. As long as I can route the other 2 squads and then have the rest go away, it'll be fine. And of course we're going to make our bats from everywhere we can, every turn, for quite a while. So where should I send these? I don't have quite enough to win with 25 bats. I don't see any of this stuff that looks really pathetic. I could augment. I could go over here and then send this, and then next turn I'll have another 20 bats here, and that might be enough to defeat this if I just fly them straight across. Then I could walk my frogs back and get them ready to go here, because these are going to suck. This is going to hurt those guys. I might be able to route them in a creative fashion though, so we'll try it. So these guys will be like that. So I did all that effort for no reason. Whatever. And these will be a whole tack rear, and these will be right back to where they were before. Alright. But it's looking good so far, so I'm definitely kind of getting everything. Oh nice, he changed the PD to actually get bears. And then this was just wolf tribe, or idiot horse tribe, which is pretty much the same as normal horse tribe. And I do have enough for Camazons, so we're going to buy one. And I think that's basically all I can do this turn. Should I... Actually, there's wolves in that group, so I think I'll actually be safe to just attack close, like this. Because wolves move really fast, so the wolves should run forward, and then I will be able to have my jaguar and all of his friends route the wolves on the first turn. And then next turn they'll kind of hit the melee, and then hopefully that routes everything. I'm going to leave this alone, Amazons and Griffin Riders. Yeah, it's just the alpha striking, and they also are fire resistant, so I'll leave that alone. I'll wait till I have like 100 bats I can detour for a turn. That's one of the cool things about Xibalba. Generally all the ages actually. All of your armies are going to be map move 3 and stealthy, so during the expansion phase, the only like land-bound units will be my first army and my god. So I can kind of redeploy at will, so I can just like leapfrog around and kill everything in whatever order I please without wasting turns. I'll be wasting a turn next turn for this army walking, but even though while they're wasting their turn, the bats will probably be here. So okay, so I will hopefully have another 3 provinces this turn, which is pretty much how Xibalba rolls. So right now I'm already up to attempting 3 provs a turn, but that's only because someone was dumb and let me get mercs. And it is early summer, so that's kind of crazy, and it's only going to get worse because now I've got forests up, or 1 forest. Next turn I'll have another, and then it's going to be 60 bats a turn, and then I'll be over here and it'll be 80 bats a turn. And I'm just going to keep doing that until there's no provinces left for me to take. And then I'll convert that huge pile of bats that I'll have into alpha striking someone's capital, and then they lose. Research is... yeah, my research is going to be slow. I only have the 1 mage. I will be getting another one. I'll actually be making these more than my cat mages for probably the first 2 years or so, maybe a year and a half, simply because my real cat mages are 455. That's a lot of gold, and they're not very useful for me until I have Conjuration 3, Evocation 5, and possibly Construction 4, so I can give them some Earth Boots so that they're not so crap at Earthquaking. So they're not that useful early, but the little bats with my scales are 16 RP each, and these, once I have blood, these will actually be incredibly dangerous. So if someone else runs into Super Combatant God, which are a problem for the swarms of bats, my little blood path will also give me this, which is an incredibly broken spell that should be nerfed. It's auto bleed, no resist, and if you're familiar with how bleed works, it's tons of fatigue and percentage-based damage, and if you don't regenerate, the chance of it stopping is low, so it'll rapidly fatigue out and then kill anything, including gods. And it's also got an MR negates disease attached to it, so that's, for a level 2 spell, that's kind of insane. It should be MR negates for the primary effect and then MR negates for the secondary, in my opinion, but it's not, so it's kind of broken, and it's at level 2. So once I have that ready, I can just have these guys. They do have crap precision, so what you do is you send in your swarm of bats, tons of little squads, and on the first turn, and they all attack, surround the pretender. Then the next turn, I will have another little group of bats, the mages, on attack once, so they would get into the ball of bats. And then on the following turn, the mages would all do break the second soul or whatever it is, and then the god bleeds, and even if he routs everything, and then after that it would have the mage's retreat, and then if he routs everything it doesn't matter because then he bleeds to death and dies, which is extremely broken considering all it would cost me is a handful of bats and the annoyance of picking them all up after they rout. Anyway, that is turn 3.